Morning. So today's song, I'm getting double trouble. Don't know it. We'll just cut on the twins, look. So it could be twins. It could be trouble comes in twos. Spirit talk about even the worst of people, which is one of the big arguments they have with them. There's a spark of good in them, and that's why we all ascend to heaven, because this now is hell. There's different levels that you have to go through, but basically, if there's any love left, that's all that's left is the love. That's why love is the most important thing. So I have a big problem trying to reconcile with that, and it's a lesson I've got to learn. But there's good and love in everybody at some point. Whether that's erased is another matter entirely. And if there is no love in yourself more than in anyone else for you, then you disappear. You don't exist. Quite strange, I know, but that's pretty much it. So let's see. Double trouble. Today is the Tower, which some might say is trouble. Sometimes it's a blessing in disguise. Sometimes it's trouble you endure yourself. It's not built on firm foundations, it's built on sand. There it is. So, someone in denial about how much trouble they're really in, or knowing it and walking around on eggshells. Neptune in Pisces, which we know is there. Arguments, accidents, losses within the home, constant structural tremors. Somebody trying to avoid it. So, Pisces in Neptune. And in Saturn, which is the truth. And the true node. So your North Node. Somebody obviously here wasting the time, energy, effort, breath in a battle. There's your true North Node. 11th house, Aquarius. The ankles and legs healing. This is about facing the chaos, because out of the chaos, which is this, comes order. Somebody's denying that chaos. Somebody here is facing it. 17. So tomorrow, perhaps. And when you do, there's hope, healing, and freedom, because that's Pandora. She left hope in the box. When you lose hope, there's nothing left. This is not dimming your light. This is shining your light bright. Someone is blocked, no communication. money problems, nothing there. The Horn of Plenty is empty. Child maintenance perhaps not being received. A lack of career prospects. And it's carried on from boy to man. This is the watermelon man, this is William, this is the Capricorn, this is the Ox, this is Taurus. A businessman that's lost everything. But Spirit giving you love. Remember that you are always loved. They want you to find peace. But you are fearing the future. And you're putting things off until tomorrow that need to be done today. 22. This could be people in uniform of a dark complexion. Somebody that was accepted is now, that was once possibly a friend, now a dangerous enemy. And now we have the Twin Towers. Well done, Spirit. There is no light at the end of the tunnel because those towers are still in place. They have to be destroyed for you to see clearly. 2 dogs, there's one in the other dog, and a Cancer. Somebody not knowing which way to turn. Tread carefully, my friend. A dark place to be. The dark night of the soul. This is the place you have to go before you enter your true life purpose. So 17 and 18, it looks like tomorrow and the next day, because there's no such thing as a coincidence. Could be very good or very bad days, but you have to face that chaos and not have fear. Lord Mayor of London, Richard, and today as well, Sadiq Khan. Oh, sorry about that. Let's see if I can mute it. It's not going to stop while I do the video, otherwise. So, let's have a look. So go with love and tread carefully. "16, Chris Mandineel. 17, Fred. Yeah, something's been going on in the dark, behind your back, and it's going to be revealed. You will see the bigger picture. Lies, deceit and theft. It used to be my Thursday night card. Yeah, you need a new team. You've got the green light of go from Spirit. It's time to build something new that will profit within 3 years. Build firmer foundations for a future venture. It could be that you've just passed your 3 years of study and you're now going to put it to good use. Happiness returns. Mother energy. You've got mother in spirit, especially, that's important. It's about growing, but we only grow through pain. Growth and abundance, happiness, merging of 2 families. Mothers, mother-in-laws, mothers of his children, farmers, military, May the 31st, November the 11th, the Poppy. We've got Greg, Elaine, Natasha, Abigail, Josh and Lauren, but there may be other people connected to this card that you know. 3 and 30, could be anywhere living, where you live, address, birthdays or date for your diary. And we have the 1 and 28, your mum's card. Hi mum. A confused mind. No, So that would fit for me, for my mum. We all have a different reason for this card fitting. And this is a confused mind, lies, deceit and theft, siblings, children, and criminal activity for some. 1 in 28. Martin, Doris. Yeah, Judgment Day hasn't arrived yet, but it will. Number 20. Joshua, the walls of Jericho that need to come tumbling down. So again, we have to destroy something to rebuild. The judgment of Solomon. We cannot rise without falling. We've talked about judgment of Solomon before. More lies, deceit and theft. Somebody spying. Somebody's harsh words. Somebody immature. Somebody not thinking clearly. Yeah. A large sum of money may be involved. And those who act in haste will repent at leisure. There's some unfinished business that should have been settled that wasn't. We've got, again, confused man, a violent man, possibly bad advice from doctors, priests or lawyers, Libra energy, partnerships, open enemies, wrong diagnosis, misdiagnosis. Someone tells you something that's not true. A call on the prostate. Gemini, Taurus, which we haven't got in the current chart. Oh, yes, we have Uranus in Taurus. So the truth is going to cause problems. Some people aren't going to like it. And this is to do with a passing. But just as with the moon card, we have an eclipse. So I don't know when the next one will be, but there might be one. A death. It is only the shell that dies. The soul lives on. That orb of energy. Scorpio, which my mum was, unconditional love for yourself and others. You're not there yet, but you're on your way. So that's good. It's about reproductive organs and shared resources. The truth will set you free. Use that sword to get very clear about the facts. Cut through the bullshit, get to the point. Success will be yours when you do. Yeah. A new home, a house move, something to do with the home, the house. Pan, so fun and games, celebrations. Obvious with Christmas, we've got the Aries skull there, we've got the Dove of Peace. It's built on firm foundations. So possibly a new home for some. A marriage, a friendship, something that will be blessed 3 times. So 3 children, 3 blessings, 5 or 23. So finally that's changed because it was negative. It's now good. Somebody speaks the truth, believes in themselves, believes, has faith. That's all you can do is have faith. That spirit knows best. It's about religions, it's about indoctrination, it's about schools, it's about teachers, it's about marriages and friendships. Diane, Mark, and Oscar. Something out of the blue to astonish you in the next 8 days that is positive. Somebody takes a positive action and success then follows. Success after a battle. But it may be a bloody battle because again we've got more knife crown or shootings. And I've said before I don't like this, and every time we get it something happens. It's become a daily occurrence and spirit really don't like it. Turn your back if you can, but make sure you're aware of your surroundings. Be alert, be aware, because there are evil people that want to win at all costs, and they don't care how they do it. Yeah, don't let evil in. 5 weeks. They're going to try and destroy Christmas, but they will be found out. Again, lies, deceit and theft. Something done in the dark. There are no winners in this game, and everyone will regret it. So, let's see. Capricorn, ambition. 11th house of Aquarius, which is wishes and dreams. And the sun brings illumination. Something is brought into the open. 11th house, which we've got in Pisces, so well done, Spirit. It is air energy. It's the legs and ankles, social and tribal gatherings, and the workplace. The colour deep yellow, group activities, society, friends, your hopes, wishes and aspirations, but your social consciousness goes with that. Your personal sense of identity is extended to the greater group, so growth. You're not just thinking about yourself anymore. Organised society. Human conduct. A change. How well or otherwise a person fits into society. Isolated, introspective signs and planets find it difficult to move beyond the confines of their own self in order to mix with the wider group. And these are isolated people because they're constantly ungrounded. They have no grounding, no foundations to build on. They are left adrift. So hopes, wishes, it's what's envisioned and aspired to for the good of society. The dream is for the good of the community, but those who have not yet developed a sense of social integration will be very, very self-centered. It's where someone sees themselves reflected in the eyes of a group or recognise their place in the bigger picture. What did I say? Source of conflict, but an opportunity for resolution. So conflict resolution, wars, maybe. So maybe finally we're going to get a peace deal. The 11th house can facilitate cooperating, leading towards the achievement of a group objective. The group pushes beyond accepted convention to reach a greater awareness. So the bigger the group, the better. Solid. Capricorn sun then. Controlled self-expression, practical, authoritative, conservative, dogmatic, reliable, and rule-abiding. So do the right thing. The sun in Capricorn is resilient in the face of setbacks and stalwart over tasks. So stubborn, which is another trait of these people. Stubbornness. So trouble at mill, and the ending of something, double trouble. But it's designed to make us grow. To bring us back to our own happiness. Yeah, celestial being, 17, there it is. The Star of David. The astrology, now more than ever important. We are learning to use it to guide us. And they did say, they've been saying for a while, aren't they, when all the stars align. So, the spiral was an important symbol of the Celts. It symbolised many things, but mostly it represented movement and the constant spinning of cycles of the stars in the night sky. The North Star, so it's very important, the 11th house North Star, your guiding light, was believed to be the location of what they termed as heaven. The stars spiralled in the sky, so someone may be entering the realms of heaven, which becomes the pathway to how souls ascend to heaven. A spiral has no beginning or ending, it just is. When we think of creation, we think of there being a beginning and end, usually needing a force to create it. So where does that force come from? It needs movement, it needs motivation, so you have to get up off your backside and do something. There's an energy or force behind it to make it start. What are you about to create? What do you need in order to make that happen? And how will you continue to keep it moving? To keep something moving, it needs consistent flow of energy, a sustainable force. In drawing this card, you may be asked to look at what drives your momentum. Is it sustainable? Will it be enough to keep everything moving, or are you driving things too fast, which will end up in burnout? Just as we draw energy from the earth, so too can we draw energy from above, from heaven. So Spirit is saying they're giving us the energy to carry on. Other realms, the moon, the stars, the sun. And we've got the moon, the stars, and the sun in the read. All are energies that can work with. Keep in mind that we are made from stardust. Meditating or journeying can help us connect with the energies, so it may be time to explore new options for keeping your cup full. There's your full cup. There. Love yourself, not in an egotistical way. Just take care of yourself, is what they're saying. Sustainability is the key here to keep that spiral forever in motion. So if you think you're going backwards, you're not, you're going around and up. It's a spiral staircase. So let's have a look which goddess we've got today. And let's see where Aquarius is. Aquarius is in Pallas, or Pallas is in Aquarius, sorry, and Pluto. So Pluto was the unknown, no longer. I need a new book about that one. So look it up. What is this about? Pluto in Aquarius, Pluto in Pallas. What does it mean? How does it fit to your life? Ocean, the African goddess of beauty and love. That is exactly what the Empress is. Venus, the goddess of beauty and love. Where's she gone? Venus. Venus in blue jeans, there she is. Venus. I've said that, so what's Venus? Where's Venus? Sagittarius. So, ocean. Spelled O-S-H-U-N. Ocean. The African goddess. Happiness in love, sexual satisfaction. We've got sex there with the Ace of Swords. Fulfillment of desires, meeting your soul partner. A resolution of opposites. Marriages and happy endings. There we go. Beautiful ocean, queen of love, brings you an end to running and hiding and seeking. She brings an end to the restless search for true love. She brings peace and satisfaction, trust and friendship, safe harbour from life's storms. If you are looking for the end to a dispute or the end to a quest, take heart, because it's near. Ocean brings you into harmony with yourself and with the universe. Ocean lulls wildness into calmness, soothes your savage breast in your heart and the heart of others. In business matters, Ocean brings clarity and compassion, which is needed, and the rare gift of honesty. Ocean brings light to dark places in your life and turns your sorrows to joy. So somebody wants you to be happy. Final card then. The sheep. Don't be a sheep. And funny enough, my mum was born in the year of the sheep and the blackberry. So you may have an old fern blackberry, and it's number 5. So there it is. Have faith. Don't be a sheep. Don't follow the crowd. Don't dim your light. The sheep and the blackberry calls us to focus on the commitments, whether you're to a partner or a job, creative practice or a spiritual tradition. Sheep are innocent and vulnerable and must be watched over and guided. Blackberries are symbols of protection. Aries is a symbol of protection. Bramble and thorns, the abundant fruit, are also symbolise prosperity. Combining the energies of the two gives us direction, honour and promise, allowing them to fruit and flourish. However, we're not combining those energies because it's in the reverse. So we've got double trouble instead. Combination of the two. You must be your own guide. Your wisdom comes from within rather than without. So don't take advice from professional people who think they know everything. And it is your responsibility to impart this gift as a mentor or a teacher. There it is, the teacher. How can I better care for myself, my relationship, my spiritual practices or work? So whatever partnerships these are. But above all, caring for yourself. Don't dim your light. Thanks for listening. Speak soon.